For years, fans of Deadliest Catch have heard the whispers, quiet rumors swirling around the legendary captain of the Northwestern, Sig Hansen. He's battled towering waves, fierce storms, and even his own health scares, but nothing could prepare viewers for what he's just revealed. Now, at 58, Sig Hansen has finally broken his silence, confirming the rumors everyone's been afraid to believe. What he admitted will leave the entire Deadliest Catch community stunned, and it changes everything we thought we knew about him. What makes someone risk fishing in the world's coldest and most dangerous sea, the Bering Sea? Fishing in this sea makes the Deadliest Catch one of the riskiest jobs. However, the cast members of this reality show are not afraid to show the world their courage and the dangers of taking such risks. Sig Hansen's passion makes this reality show special. He has been the subject of frightening speculations in recent months. He did what? Did the law catch him? As he directly confirmed these rumors, watch us explain them. The Daring Show. American reality TV series Deadliest Catch premiered on Discovery Channel on April 12, 2005. The show follows Bering Sea crab fishermen throughout Alaskan king and Opilio crab seasons. They operate from Dutch Harbor, Alaska, in the Aleutian Islands. The series follows captains and crews on different vessels as they hunt crab in perilous areas. Their struggles, rivalries, family relationships, and sea survival stress are the center. Mike Rowe narrates the TV 14-language-rated show about the change from derby-style fishing to quotas. It portrays crab fishing as a new gold rush where months of hard work can reap great profits but high risk. The series depicts one of the world's most dangerous vocations. It shows workmen hoisting 700-pound crab pots on ice, unstable decks in high winds, cold temperatures below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and towering waves. Rogue waves, heavy ice that weighs vessels, and mechanical catastrophes involving steel wires or falling pots are risks. Workplace fatigue produces blunders, injuries, and men falling overboard. We saw USCG rescues for drownings, hypothermia, and sunken vessels. In 2005, the fishing vessel Big Valley capsized in a storm, killing 5 of 6 crew members. 2 remains were recovered from the 2006 Ocean Challenger disaster, while 1 man was never discovered. In 2017, Destination sank with all 6 crew members presumed dead. The fatality rate is around 300 per 100,000 workers, with over 80% of deaths from drowning or hypothermia. Between 2000 and 2009, 12 crab fishermen died annually, and practically every crew member was injured. In peak seasons, deaths may occur weekly. Dungeness crab fishermen lift 200-pound traps in severe conditions without rest in the series. Claws and machines cause many injuries and deaths each season. Many fish despite these risks because a good season might earn a deckhand $100,000. The show highlights the difficult, demanding life of seafarers who risk everything for achievement. This shows steadfast skipper steering Deadliest Catch's success. How has Hansen contributed? During king crab, Opilio crab, and pot cod seasons, Northwestern captain Sig Hansen works full-time. He ran the Northwestern full-time at 24 and has appeared in every Deadliest Catch season since 2005. He advises the show technically. Hansen, a rigorous leader, appreciates discipline and devotion because his status depends on outcomes. His Norwegian-American co-ownership of the vessel is notable for its safety. Northwestern has had fewer serious injuries than most other seaboats and no deaths at sea under his supervision for nearly 20 years. He pushes himself and his workers through long, demanding shifts in adverse conditions. Several events have highlighted his stay on the show. The Northwestern led the final Derby seasons in 2005 and 2006, winning the most pounds and income. Deadliest Catch was shaped by Hansen. He allows real-life errors like lost gear or botched hauls on screen to assist true narrative as a producer. His honesty and consistency have kept Northwestern central every season. Leadership is seen in the vessel's season 20 hauls of $658,000. The show was more accessible due to his instruction and emotional transparency through his health issues and familial connections. Due to Hansen's sincerity, the brief endeavor became a long-running serial. He raised public esteem for fishing and Alaska's crab commerce. He wrote North by Northwestern about his family's dangerous Alaskan seafaring. Outside the program, he voiced a character in Cars 2, participated in a Deadly Catch game, and was inducted into the Scandinavian American Hall of Fame. He stars in Deadliest Catch, The Bait, and The Viking Returns. He also makes money from endorsements, book sales, and fishing vessel Northwestern.com businesses. The U.S. Coast Guard was his charity on Celebrity Apprentice. He helped Deadliest Catch evolve from a small production to a respected and lasting series. He works around his family and how they've helped him grow. His family assisted him how? Figure it out. Heartfelt family. In Ballard, Seattle, Washington, Sigurd Johnny Hansen, Sig Hansen, was born on April 28, 1966. In the heart of Seattle's Norwegian roots, Ballard was predominantly Scandinavian. They relocated to Shoreline when he was a baby. Sig grew up speaking Norwegian daily as a first-generation American born to Norwegian parents. He was sent home in first grade with a note requesting his parents to teach him English and quit speaking Norwegian. In grade school, as other kids learnt their alphabet, Sig was drawing fishing vessels with black smoke curling from their stacks, showing his early connection to the family's marine life. Near Seattle, he attended Shorewood High. Sig eventually admitted to throwing lawn darts at his siblings and pinning them down. Almost annually, the family visited Norway to fish, strengthening ties to their ancestral home on Karmøy. Sig speaks Norwegian at home and attends Ballard's May Norwegian Constitution Day celebration. His father, Sverre Hansen, was a Norwegian fisherman from a long line and helped create Alaska's crab industry. He was rescued after hours of flotation in stormy water with his 3 men. In 2001, Sverre died. On November 5, 1977, Sig's mother, Snefrid Hansen, christened the family yacht the Northwestern, claiming Sverre would have been pleased of his son's work ethic and trade representation. Nina and Mandy are Sig's kids, with June Hansen. 3 children were born to Edgar and Louise Hansen. Family is important to Sig. At 14, he fished with his father on the family boat. He often left school early for fishing. He returned late in autumn and earned $10,000 to $15,000 per season in the late 1970s and early 1980s. He fished in Norway in summer. As a high school graduate, Sig started fishing full-time. Northwestern appointed him relieving captain at 22 and full-time captain at 26, one of the youngest to do so. Edgar and Norman, the ship's engineer, worked together. Edgar was deck boss, relief captain, and engineer. In 2018, Sig's adopted daughter Mandy became a relieving captain and captain in training for King Crab. Summertime salmon tendering with her husband Clark Pedersen and crew hiring are her responsibilities. Mandy first launched the boat as captain in 2019 to install storage pots. Sig, Edgar, and Norman, who inherited the Northwestern from their parents, own it equally. Close friends and family ensure trust and safety on the crew. Farah and Sig have led the boat without deaths, injuries, or severe mishaps. The Hansen brothers were deckhands from infancy and chose fishing as a vocation. The family developed the Opelio crab fishery in the 1980s and twice enlarged the vessel from 118 feet in 1987 to 125 feet in 1991, increasing its pot capacity from 156 to 250. No new boat was needed to meet crab demand with this expansion. Sverre taught his sons to read the sea, find fish in difficult waters, and endure hardship, giving them lifelong knowledge. He shaped Opelio crab trading. Sig has led the Northwestern to no crew member deaths at sea since 1990, yet busier seasons claim about one each week. Family cooperation has sustained the enterprise. Sig and his 4-man crew regularly work without sleep for 3 days to reach quotas. Edgar manages deck operations and advises. He is dear to Sig. Sig stops choices if Edgar opposes. Edgar's deck pranks boost morale. After over 10 years as a Yakima technician, Norman rejoined the crew in 2002. Top weight and earnings prizes in the last King Crab Derby of 2005 and the Opelio season of 2006 earned the Northwestern $250,000 bonuses and big quota shares under the new individual fishing quota system. Edgar frequently leads summer tendering with 195 pots on the vessel. Fans ordered caps and magnets from an online store after Deadliest Catch fame. Northwestern's brand was strengthened by the family's cohesiveness. Sig's father altered the crab industry, and the family's Norwegian roots affect their business. Northwestern has thrived under their equal cooperation and shared decisions, from its pioneering days to its organized quota system. Sig Hansen confirms rumors. Sig Hansen famously risked in the Deadliest Catch reality show. Prior to the premiere of Deadliest Catch Season 21, Captain Sig Hansen told people that the setting was very noteworthy. As per the official description, the captains and crews encountered harsh 50-foot seas as they proceeded farther west than anyone in 30 years to reach the abandoned Attic Island in Alaska. They went as far west as allowed, and Hansen recalled it. The plan was different this time. He teamed up with Jonathan Hillstrand to prospect for crab instead of competing. While fishing in a location he hadn't visited in decades, Hansen stated that his age was making him more cautious, something he hadn't considered previously. After so long, returning was interesting. His daughter Mandy taking charge as captain was another emotional moment. Her leadership impressed Hansen, who was proud of her. A People-exclusive preview of the first episode showed a harsher job moment. One of the season's scariest moments occurred early in the mission when Jake Anderson's Titan Explorer leaked, forcing the crew to evacuate ship. Hansen said everything changed when they learned the males were in the water. He said that fishermen at sea rush to help buddies in distress. Hansen confesses his approach has altered since last year, when he said he would never slow down. He claimed he exaggerates as a fisherman but often considers retiring. He stated he has a few more years, but he gets more scared every time they go out to sea, thinking about the people he lost. He said he now considers his mortality more. The task is still hard, but his perspective has changed. After experiencing so much, he wants to spend more time with his family and wife, who has waited for him to return from the sea for years. Hansen will keep working, but he knows he will retire soon. He mentioned his 4 grandchildren. He laughed at elderly fishermen who talked constantly about their grandchildren. He now devotes himself to his grandchildren and likes that part of life. Hansen stated he doesn't want his daughter to follow his example. He explained that he earlier had no limits to prove himself as capable as others. He advises Mandy to recognize those boundaries, since crossing them is dangerous. By boundaries, he meant boat constraints, weather, and sea conditions. Even a minor mistake can kill, he added. Despite age and experience, Hansen feels confident in his talents. He confidently claimed to be the best at his craft. He stated that's why he keeps doing it. Why was this rumor concerning his health? Truth is here. Sig Hansen's trials. Sig Hansen has had many health issues. In March 2016, he had a heart attack filming Deadliest Catch. His family confirmed his heart attack after the Northwestern got it on tape. It was unusual, he said. Hansen experienced another heart attack in October 2018 due to an antibiotic allergy while fishing. He healed from both and went to sea. These health issues made him contemplate death and want more family time. He cried seeing 2016 heart attack footage. Ice accumulation, water tank failures, and snapped lines have plagued the fishing trawler Northwestern. Frosty spray from storms has iced the ship. One time, 25-foot waves swamped the mid-tank and prevented drainage. The ship moved, releasing a 1,000-pound divider board that nearly damaged the hull. They battled Arctic ice and a flooded tank that could have sunk the boat. The ship's anchor broke during a fierce storm while withdrawing. National Transportation Safety Board warnings confirm that ice formation is a severe threat. After the foremost sank, the family built the Northwestern because to water tank stability issues. Due to discovery lawsuits, Hansen, Jonathan, and Andy Hillstrand left Deadliest Catch in September 2010. Hansen considered leaving with the Hillstrands while the network sued them. He reconsidered in October and returned to the show. His engagement was briefly paused by the decision. Hansen announced his wife June's cancer diagnosis in 2019. His disclosure on Deadliest Catch Season 15 suggested she had cancer. He said her neck had cancer, but they didn't know if it had spread. After the diagnosis, Sig and June walked the red carpet 2 months later. Hansen reported in August 2025 that June is solvent and that they survived cancer. He told Parade before the 21st season. Because June is secret, little updates had been shared until then. Despite earlier reports that her disease had spread and was deadly, Hansen said she healed in 2025. Another account claimed she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2009, had a mastectomy and chemotherapy, and had been cancer-free since, contradicting the 2019 diagnosis. June's illness compounded Hansen's problems. He had heart attacks in 2016 and 2018, but June's 2019 diagnosis caused significant emotional hardship, as portrayed on the show. June's solvent status in 2025 brought relief. Northwestern persevered through heavy ice, flooded tanks, and broken moorings at sea. The 2010 legal dispute that nearly pulled Hansen off the program was brief. When her health was revealed on television, fans had different information regarding its severity. Hansen's statements verified recovery by 2025. They appeared together after the diagnosis to show endurance. June's health struggles paralleled Sig's. He worked despite 2 near-fatal heart attacks, while she quietly battled cancer. Sea risks to their ship resembled health threats. Both survived sea and life storms. June's public yet private illness became a personal tale. The 2025 confirmation by Sig that they overcame it offered closure. Hope and recovery followed her 2019 diagnosis and possible spread. His ego has caused some of his misfortunes throughout the years, he said. How is this possible? Sig Hansen attributes reckless marine calls to ego and greed. Captain Sig Hansen, 59, knows risk. After decades in the Bering Sea's freezing waters, he told Fox News Digital that the cold and storms are not the only dangers. He admitted to making hazardous fishing decisions, including one prideful one that nearly cost him everything. Hansen described the heavy frosting an ego-driven gesture. He said pride, greed, and common sense never mix well. Hansen thought on years of tough choices and weighty consequences. Despite surviving the most dangerous fishing conditions, he regretted much. He thought he should have retired long ago after his heart attack at sea. He thinks fishermen always have one poor season. He knew he had made several blunders but was happy no one was hurt. He remembers a horrible crew member injury from his youth. After a storm, he was 27 or 28. He observed a wave but didn't sound the alert to warn the man. The wave threw the crewman across the deck, damaging his back. Hansen remembered the incident even after the man recovered and fished again. In such situations, seconds matter, therefore he learnt not to get sidetracked while steering. From then on, Hansen worked in the wheelhouse without music. Even after years at sea, the ocean tested him. He recalls his ship icing over in frigid weather and a fire. Knowing his daughter Mandy was with him during the fire worried him. He imagined the risk if the fire had started an hour earlier. He said the crew's prompt response saved them. The lads were attentive and ready to fish on deck when the fire started. They were alert and ready to work after leaving their bunks. Hansen has battled Sig Hansen's legal issues in addition to seafaring. Sig Hansen has been accused of child abuse, violence, and medical carelessness. His estranged daughter, Melissa Ekstrom, sued him in 2016 for intimately assaulting her when she was 2 years old, following his divorce from her mother in 1990. The lawsuit claimed abuse caused her emotional issues. Hansen rejected the charge, citing a 1992 custody order that exonerated him. In April 2017, Snohomish County prosecutors declined to file criminal charges due to a lack of evidence, following 1,990 to 1,991 rulings. A King County judge denied Hansen's dismissal request that year. In July 2018, the Court of Appeals upheld the ruling, allowing the personal injury lawsuit to proceed. Hansen will petition the Supreme Court. Hansen was arrested in Ballard in May 2017 for attacking Uber driver Wahid Lawal following a Siten de Mai party. Hansen and his son-in-law Clark Pedersen were accused of spitting and kicking Lawal's automobile, causing $1,800 in damage. Hansen pleaded guilty to misdemeanor assault in May 2018 and dropped property damage. A deferred sentence, 1 year of probation, and alcohol treatment were given. Lawal sued for assault and battery in August 2017. After mediation, the matter was settled for an unknown amount in July 2018. Deckhand Nick Mavar Jr. sued Hansen and June for approximately $1 million in December 2020. He claimed they violated COVID-19 standards by failing to treat his appendix, which ruptured and revealed a malignant tumor. Hansen countersued Original Productions Incorporated and Trifecta Solutions, limited liability company, for failing to provide sufficient health care. These cases' outcomes are unknown. Sig's legacy is unquestionable, despite these obstacles. As captain of Northwestern and Alaskan crab boat leader, fourth-generation Norwegian-American fisherman Sig Hansen has left a legacy. He learned to handle 350-kilogram crab pots in 15-meter seas, 50 to 60-knot gusts, and freezing temperatures in the Bering Sea. Hansen and his brothers Edgar and Norman emphasize the value of expertise and crew familiarity for safety in a profession that has averaged 67 deaths over 15 years, typically one per week during busy seasons. His leadership led to the move from derby-style fishing to individual fishing quotas, which are safer under ice and changing market conditions. Hansen influences Deadliest Catch Beyond Fishing as a technical advisor to maintain its accuracy. Deadliest Catch has shaped public perceptions of seafaring, safety, and labor culture. Since 2005, it has shown genuine risks, including vessel sinkings, injuries, and Coast Guard rescues, leading to new maritime legislation like required safety training, frequent vessel inspections, PFD use, and improved weather tracking systems. These measures have reduced commercial fishing deaths and injuries, which were formerly above 300 per 100,000 workers. The show also encourages employers and governments to improve safety in dangerous jobs. It has highlighted emotional repercussions such post-traumatic stress, substance addiction, and family conflicts caused by time away and money issues. The show perpetuates an image of hard, risky, honest, and stable American work. Without scripts, it shows actual losses like Captain Phil Harris's death, connecting viewers to a dying, working-class life. As a father-family program, it imparts lessons through the captain's choices, courage and failure, crew hard work, and family stories like the Hansens. Teamwork in risky situations, mentoring for young deckhands, and the uncertainty of life at sea are shown in episodes, not manufactured drama. The show's popularity includes strong ratings. Season 6 got 8.5 million views and received critical acclaim for showing labor prices. Its spin-offs, novels, and games promote quotas and conservation in fishing. The series has raised maritime worker respect, highlighted the Coast Guard's role, and promoted safer, more responsible fishing globally. Sig has lived a good life on and off screen despite controversies.